At the G7 outreach session in Canada, Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly spoke against terrorism. He urged world leaders to take strong action against terrorism and punish those who support it. He also thanked nations for condemning the Pahalgam terror attack. He also spoke about the concerns of the global south and said terrorism supporters must be held responsible for peace and security. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called US President Donald Trump during rising tensions with Iran, leading to a political controversy. Congress leader Jairam Ramesh questioned the purpose of the call, which created a stir. However, later he apologized and withdrew his comments, saying he regretted raising doubts about the conversation between Modi and Trump. In a major boost to private transport on national highways, the union government has announced that they will start a fast-track-based annual pass for private vehicles from August 50. It will cost Rs 3,000 and will be valid for 1 year or 200 trips, whichever comes first. This pass helps reduce waiting time at toll plazas, cut traffic, and make payment easier. Private vehicles can activate or renew it through the Rajmarg Yatra app or official websites. Ahead of Bihar election, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Siwan on June 20 and address a large rally in Jasauli village. He will lay foundation stones and inauguration projects worth over Rs 7,000 crore. This will be his third visit in 3 months, reflecting NDA's efforts to strengthening. It holds in 24 assembly seats of Siwan, Saran and Gopalganj. During the Amarnath Yatra 2025, helicopter service will not be available for devotees. The Amarnath Shrine Board has declared the Pahalgam and Balta routes as no flying zones from July 1 to August 10. Pilgrims will have to reach the holy cave by foot, pony or palanquin. The Yatra will begin on July 3 and end on August 9. 3 top Maoist leaders were killed in a police encounter in Andhra Pradesh, Alluri Sitarama Raju district near Andhra-Odisha border. A shootout happened when Maoists opened fire during a search by the elite Grey House forces. In Ghaziabad, a man named Fizan, who had used the false Hindu name Akshay on Facebook, launched an attack on Hindu girl inside the court's premises and pulled her dupatta. The victim hails from Bahreich and she had filed a case against him, accusing him of blackmailing her. Fizan was arrested earlier after coming out on bail. He again started threatening the victim. A landslide near Jungle Chhati on the Kedarnath track route killed 2 people and injured 3 others on Wednesday. Police and SDRF team carried out a rescue operation. 1 woman suffered minor injuries while 2 men were seriously hurt. The Enforcement Directorate raided multiple places in Panvel and Dadar in connection with the land scam case. The case pertains to forest land that once belonging to the Nizam of Hyderabad. This land was sold illegally using fake documents. JN Mahatra Infrastructure and others got over Rs 52 crores from NHAI. ED has been checking fake records and illegal land deals since 1962. After criticism, Maharashtra revised its policy on Hindi. Students from class 1 to 5 can now pick any Indian language as their third language. The teacher will be appointed if 20 or more students opt for it. Otherwise, it will taught online. Marathi remains compulsory under the 2023 framework. In Uttar Pradesh, Pilibhit, 61 Sikh families who had earlier converted to Christianity did Ghar Wapsi and returned to the folds of Sikhism. The event was held in 4 villages and it was supported by Sikh and Hindu activist groups. So far, over 1,000 people have done Ghar Wapsi through such awareness campaigns and conferences. A powerful eruption from Mount Levatobi in Indonesia disrupted many international flights, with an Air India flight forced to return to Delhi. No injuries has been reported so far. Notably, Indonesia lies on the volcanic Pacific Ring of Fire. The Axiom 4 mission carried Indian astronaut Subhanshu Shukla has been delayed again and it is now slated for launch after June 22. As per the reports, the mission has been delayed for over half a dozen times. The ICC has released the full schedule for the Women T20 World Cup 2026. England will host the tournament starting on June 12 with the opening match between England and Sri Lanka. A record 12 teams will compete in 2 groups. India and Pakistan are in 1 group, and the final will be held on July 5 in Lords. Amid rising Iran-Israel tensions, global crude oil price jumped over 4% on Tuesday. Brent crude closed at $76.45 per barrel, while US WTI hits $78.84. Though supply remains mostly unaffected, Iran has partially halted production at the South Pars gas field, raising concern about future disruption in oil output.